Today I'm coming at you from Cedar City, Utah, and behind me is Zipkit Homes. I've had a chance to stay in 2 of their models now, and I wanted to stop by, see where they're built, and hopefully get a factory tour. What I didn't expect was to see 5 models outside, and to my delight found out that 1 is actually a model home. So behind me on the very right side there, that's the Sedona Park Model. It's 399 square feet, and it's gonna give us a look at another build from Zipkit. So I know a lot of people come on here to see modular homes, and I did ask the owner, Chris, if they could build it as a modular as opposed to a park model, and of course the answer was yes. So with that, there's really not much else to do but get behind the camera and check this thing out. So they've actually got a few models out here in the yard. These ones are still being finished. Typically they would be finished inside the factory, but they've got a new run of homes that they need to start, so they moved them outside just to get the last couple days of work done on them. That way they can start the new homes inside. The home in question right here on the end is the Sedona Park Model. It's 399 square feet, so we'll take a quick walk around and see what they got going on with this thing. Much like the other models that I've seen from Zipkit, they've got the WPC siding combined with the corrugated metal siding, and I do like the look. This one's more of a, let's call it grayish beige maybe. I think I like the black better, but that's just personal preference. So if you look down here, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but the one on the end has a window. The one past it has a sliding glass door off the back, so that is definitely an option available. Let's go back around the front. We'll head up in the Sedona and just see what they've got to offer with this thing. So far, everything that I've seen from Zipkit has a very cool modern look. I'd almost even call it a signature look because they've all had this same combo of the siding, and I think it looks great. So if you look on the front here, they've got the covered porch with 2 pot lights. They've got almost a full wall of windows if you look. They got a window there behind the chair and table, 2 there, one above the door, and then 1 in the door as well. So this is kind of unique. They've got cutouts on either side of the covered porch. So if you do have a view going either way, that's kind of a nice feature. Keypad lock on here. I think a lot of these are set up for hospitality units, so that's always nice to have. All right, so when you enter into the Sedona, the first thing you'll notice is we will be away from the highway noise. Hopefully it's not too much in the video, but I guess we'll see. So you arrive into the living room, and they've got the window on the wall almost near the top. I'm gonna loop around and have a look at the front. So if you've got any big important views, say you got a lake view, or there's something that you want to be looking at, you definitely want it out the front because that's where most of the windows are. Rounding out the rest of the living room, you've got the TV there, and I like these accent walls that they've got in the living room. Check that out. I think they called it acoustic board, but I'm not exactly sure the technical term on that. So one thing I like about the Sedona is it's not a huge space, but for the space, I would call this a huge kitchen and a huge amount of storage, if you think about it. So check this out. They got a bank of drawers here. Let's have a look inside. Beside the stove, and yes, this is a full-size stove. Up above, they've got the microwave there, the cabinet to the left and right, as well as a set up above. Got a little bit of counter space, and then the sink here. So this is something that I've never seen before. This is actually a dishwasher. So I guess you rinse them there, you put them in here, and I'm not exactly sure how it works, but it is kind of cool. Above the sink, they've got some open shelving, and then to the right, another cabinet. Down below on this side, so if you look total, they've got 3 banks of 3 drawers, which, you know, this is built for 2 to 4 people. I think is plenty. And then they've got this mid-size LG fridge, okay? Again, we've almost got kind of a pantry area here. So, I mean, let's have a look in, why not? 3 shelves there. This is the big one. I wonder if this is, see, I was wondering if this was for coats, but I don't think that it is. Because once we get into the bedroom, you'll see lots of places to hang up clothing. So right now they've got this combo washer dryer unit in here, but I have been told that this is going to be something they won't do going forward. They're going to go to a stacking washer dryer. So you're going to lose probably this cabinet here. No, you can't lose that one because that's the hot water tank. So you maybe lose the one up above, and then they'll have the stacking, because I think it's just more something people are used to, and people don't like change, so why change things? In the bathroom, so they've got the vanity, that's quite wide, plenty of storage in there, mirror up above, black hardware, there's the mirror, and then across, big window right there. Down below, you got the toilet, and then as I close the door, you got the walk-in tile shower. I wonder what the ceiling height is in here. It seems pretty high. Coming out of the bathroom, heading to the right, barn door into the main bedroom. And if you remember 3 minutes ago, that window right there could be replaced with a sliding glass door, as we saw on the other models. So we'll do a quick pan around in here just to show you what we're dealing with. They've got the feature wall behind the bed, just like out in the living room. Mini split up there. This is a queen bed, and lots of space for me to move around, to get in bed, get out of bed. And then this is kind of the showstopper of the room, if you ask me. So they got 2 places to hang clothes there, TV in the middle. Look at these drawers, that's built in, that's coming right from Zipkit. And then you've got another set of 2 places to hang clothes over there. And then up top, whatever you want to put there, maybe shoes or stuff that you're not using every single day, because it is a little bit higher. It's not so high that I can't reach it, but it's getting there. It is getting there. On the ceiling, coming with a ceiling fan. So we've got another ceiling fan out here in the living room, and the only spot that I didn't get to yet was the dining room. Now, when I asked Chris if they could build this as a modular, he said, yeah, no problem. But if they were to do it, he would suggest adding another 4 feet on the end just to make the living room a little bit bigger, because with a park model, you are limited to 399 square feet, but with a modular, you're not. So why not add the extra 4 feet? He didn't think it was going to affect the price too much. I'll bring up the floor plan so you can have a look, and then I'm going to get into the pricing. All right, here's a look at the floor plan, and as expected, you got your living room, you got your dining room, you got your kitchen, you got your bathroom, and at the back, you got your bedroom. Keep in mind, optional sliding glass door off the bedroom, not shown on this home. If you want more time with the floor plan, feel free to pause it here because I'm moving on. There you have it, folks, the Sedona Park Model from Zipkit Homes. I know now a lot of people are probably going to be wondering about pricing, and right now they've got it listed at $129,000. Again, I asked if they could build it modular. The answer was yes. And how that's going to affect the price is apparently not by much, because if they build it modular, it'll go into a foundation, so they won't have the trailer, but you will have the added cost of the foundation that's going to have to be built on site. So keep that in mind. $129,000, the way it sits as a park model. Hope you enjoyed the tour. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.